the scripture is clear to teach us that we, as believers, are not owners of whatever we have, because James chapter 1 says every good and perfect gift comes from God. So the life we have, the breath we have, the talents we have, the abilities we have, whatever we have is given to us by God. And then we're reminded in scriptures that moreover in stewards it's required that a man be found faithful. Being a good steward of the things that God has given to us, it's not a question of how much do you have. The question is, what are you doing with what you do have? In Matthew chapter 25, we're reminded about the kingdom of heaven. It says in verse number 14, is like a man traveling in a far country who called his servants and delivered unto them his goods. You remember that account where the rich man brought his servants in, he gave them goods, and then he left. Well, after a period of time, he came back to see what they had done. And in this passage of Scripture, we're reminded that he reminded them, the most important thing is to take care of and be good stewards of what I gave to you. So Paul reminds us in Scripture that one day we're going to give an account of our life. So the question would be, what are you doing with what you have? You don't have $1 million? Then God doesn't expect you to give $1 million. He expects you to be faithful to what he has given to you. You have talents, you have abilities. Many churches, they're still looking for people to teach classes and do special things and be uniquely involved. But everybody's so busy, and we've sort of forgotten that the Scripture teaches that we are to be good stewards of what we have. So let me encourage you to think about your talents, your abilities, your gifts, and even your money and your resources, whatever you have, and are you being faithful? Are you a good steward? Because one day, we'll all stand before the living God and give an account of our life. Not whether we get into heaven or not, but what we have done with that which he has given to us. So, stewardship is a critical issue of our life.